Salutations, friends. It's your pal, said Stevie. And today I am taking a closer look at this bad mamma jamma right here from Kershaw. This is the Launch 15 Auto. This was sent to me by my homies over at Blade Ops as part of their affiliate program. Basically, I can check out some knives from their in stock inventory and give you guys my thoughts and opinions on them. If it's something that you decide you would like to pick up, there will be an affiliate link in the description. And if you use that link when you check out, I get a little taste of the action and it helps support the channel. And then when I'm done, I send them on back to Blade Ops. Get out of the way real quick. The packaging, which is just very, very plain Jane, just this flip top box here. But as you can see, it is made in the United States. It's also made in the Pacific Northwest here in Oregon. So the little package of yums fell out. So, let's get some specs out of the way of this aforementioned bad mamma jamma. An overall length of 8.5 inches, pretty long knife. Handle length of 4.9 inches, a blade length of 3.5. And you are looking at what I think they call their black oxide BlackWash coating. Kind of this acid wash finish on there. The blade style they have listed as a bayonet style spear point. Very, very, I was going to say spicy. Pokey, stabby, slicey, spicy, apparently is what my brain wanted to say. Nice finish to the blade. Really digging it. 61 T6 aluminum handles. That have been anodized black with this micarta inlay, some texturing to the push button there. And it's kind of got that coffin style shape to it there, right? You can see it is set up for a reversible pocket clip. You have a matching backspacer, micarta backspacer there. A little bit of jimping on the ass end of the knife here, which I guess it's just for looks. I don't really know that it's functionally doing anything. The pocket clip comes right side tip up carry, but as I mentioned, you can flip that over to the right side. The pocket clip, it's a little tight going in and out of my jeans, but it's no problem, really. I would like to see that. I'll reserve my thoughts on that in just a moment there. More of the micarta inlay. You do have some T6 button head style screws there and a T8 pivot. And then you do see that blade steel marking of Magnacut and made in the United States. As I mentioned, this is an automatic. I am able to close this one-handed, and the button is easily accessible. Give it a little push, and it kicks right out. It's not the hardest firing auto I've had by any means. It's not a Microtech. And I even think that the Launch 13 is a little bit... has a little bit harder kick. I know, like, my Boger Kalashnikov definitely kicks a little bit harder, but I like it. It's not bad at all. Ergos wise, I like it. I like the jimping on top there. There's really no where to choke up on this. However, you can... all right, so the way this is shaped here, it's a little odd. First off, it wants to confuse me when I pull it out that it's a flipper. It's not a flipper, but it's not really a thumb ramp, but you can, you can lock into it, but then you're missing the jimping. You can ride over there and your thumb does kind of land in there. You don't really come over the top. I guess it's more of a guard, but then again, you're missing the jimping. So a little confused on why they went with those little ramps there, but anywho, ergos wise, I do like it. Fits in hand really well. No hot spots at all. I think the Launch 13, I got a little bit like pinched up underneath there, but I don't have that at all. And all the edges are knocked down really well. Nothing. I mean, it could be chamfered just a little bit more, but it's really not bad at all. I do really like the looks of this. I am a fan. I do not typically carry an auto. Automatics for me are more of a truck knife. Something that I'll use. It'll ride around in the truck with me, and then if I am out at the range or something, out on the mountain, and I'm working like off the back end of my truck, I will bust out my auto, and it's just something that I don't know. I like having an automatic when I'm out at the range. So there's that. So what's good? What's bad? The good, as I mentioned, are the ergos. This blade shape, I really dig it. As I mentioned before, it is in Magnacut. I could not find an HRC on their website. They don't have those numbers listed, so I don't know if it's 62 plus. I would hope that it is, but I don't really know. The overall length I really do like. I think that it is perfect size. The jimping, as I mentioned, is done well. I do like the fact that I can close this one-handed and there's no pinch spots at all. You can absolutely close it two-handed, but if you want to close it two-handed, or excuse me, one-handed, there's no problem with that. The action is good. There's zero blade play whatsoever in this. It's really solid. And overall, I think I really dig this knife. What don't I like about it? Well, nothing that would really prevent me from recommending this, but a couple of nitpicks. One, there is a little bit of a button stick here. It wants to, it'll get stuck being slightly depressed there, so you can see it sits a little proud, and then it won't actuate, but then it will just sit. If you give it a little push, a little bit of pressure, it will recess it down into there. That's not enough to make it fire or anything, but it feels a little gritty. I don't know if it'll come through on the microphone or not, but you hear that? So maybe that's something that will work its way in, or maybe that's something I've never disassembled an auto from Kershaw before. Maybe if you took that apart and gave it a little bit of TLC, that would clear up. Second is the pocket clip. It is a little stiff, absolutely going in, and they could, in my opinion, have done better. So, little bit of a side rant. U.S. Made in the United States, Pacific Northwest. I absolutely love that. There's a lot of talk recently about United States made knives and the fact that they can do better. And this could be done better. I think that with the price that you're paying, which is $144.95, $145, little details can make the difference, especially when you are looking at other things that are out in the market in this price point. I think that it would be a really nice touch if, at minimum, they used flat screws on there. But why not go ahead and take a little bit of extra time and countersink that into the aluminum scale? And then ditch these T6s and just move to all T8. I don't get it. Please start using T8. And then some sort of a filler tab I think would be nice, so you don't just have two open holes on there. Again, I'm nitpicking, and for $145, this is not bad. I think this is a really good deal. But man, the wow factor, those little couple of details, I think could have really set this off. Give us a little bit better pocket clip. Give us a better, it'll make it a little bit easier to carry. And then just a little bit more attention to detail. I think that that shouldn't be too much to ask. We have overseas companies that are doing little details like that at much smaller price points. So I think that there's really no excuse. I think that that can be done. So, rant over. Just a couple of nitpicks. You know what I mean? Overall, though, this definitely gets 2 thumbs up. As a matter of fact, I'm probably going to end up picking this knife up. And I'm kind of surprised by it. I thought I would probably favor the Launch 13. That's the Wicked Warncleef style blade. Really, really, it's got a lot of like pass through milling on the handles. Not as big. I thought that that would be one of the autos that I would want to get, but I have decided that this is most likely going to be something that I pick up from Blade Ops. I'm about 90% certain I'm going to. I like it. It checks a lot of boxes for me. This would be a dedicated truck knife. I don't think I'm going to carry it. So, my whole rant about the pocket clip, and then I probably wouldn't actually carry this. This would sit in my center console most of the time, But it will go into pocket from time to time, so there is that. But I do think that this is a good value. As I mentioned, this is on Blade Ops right now. It is in stock. It's $144.95. There's a couple specs there for you if you want to read those, in case there's anything I missed. But yeah, so that is the Kershaw Launch 15 Auto. I do dig it. It is something I'm probably going to pick up. And yeah, but maybe they end up doing another launch in the future with Magnacut in a similar style. Kershaw, if you hear me, do a little bit better. Just a little bit better. And I think that you take those little nitpicks away, and man, you guys got a winner there. Absolutely got a winner there. So, any hoodle, folks, let me know what y'all think. Is it something that you're interested in? Is it not? I don't know. Some people just aren't really into autos, but if it checks your boxes, I think you'd enjoy it. So that being said, if you haven't already, you can subscribe right there. And then whatever that video is, why don't you check that out and give that a like? And until the next one, I bid you mofos adieuses.